Turkish Get Up, it's the grind movement of kettlebells. If you do Strong First or any type of kettlebell program, you're going to be introduced to the kettlebell, the Turkish Get Up. Now here's the problem with Turkish Get Up. It interrupts the flow of the movement of kettlebells. Kettlebells are ballistic. You can combine them, swings, the clean, the press, the windmills, bent press, etc. But to do a Turkish Get Up, you have to stop that, lie down the floor, position yourself, do the Turkish Get Up, get back onto the floor, and then stand back up and start to flow again. It never sat well with me. And that's why about 5 years ago, I started doing what I call the Turkish Get Down. And basically all I did was I started it from the top position, lay to the floor, and then stood back up again. And that gave me the ability to put the kettlebell, the grind movement of the Turkish Get Down, into snatching, cleans, swinging, clean and press, etc., all the movements. It lends itself much better to a flowing type of movement of kettlebells that doesn't interrupt the patterning. So here's how you do it. Let's take it clean, press. Now, a lot of people get confused with the Turkish Get Up in this position here, and especially the Get Down, because you're having to start from this position, whereas usually in the Turkish Get Up, you stand up and you just change legs, but using the leg you just stood up on. When you're doing it from this position, you can sort of go, what one day I get, and then you're all confused. Just remember this. The kettlebell's in the air, the leg on the other side is the one that steps back, because I need this side to be free to move into the gap. So we're in locked arm position. Now, when we're in locked arm position, we don't want to be like this. We want to tuck the pelvis under, engage the core, shoulder blade pulled into the position with the shoulder blade in the back pocket, shoulder packed. Step the opposite leg back onto your knee. From here, you've got two options. You can step the front leg around, or you can window wipe the back leg, depending on the surface I'm leaning on, determines which one I do. I personally prefer this one, as it's a lot less damage in this knee. Keep your eye on the kettlebell from this point and put your hand on the front of your thigh. I'm going to slide my hand down, feel for the ground, and then slide it straight out. From here, I'm going to take the weight on this leg and this arm, and I'm going to move this leg freely through. You notice I said leg, not the hips. A lot of people do this, come up on their toes and put themselves out of position. I'll talk about why we shouldn't do that in a wee second. So when I step my leg through, I put my butt to the floor, I go onto my elbow, and then I lie down. From this point, I just reverse the motion to back up again. So I dig my hand on the floor, push through this leg, keep my core tight, and I sit tall as if someone's pulling my chest. Push my hand into the floor, keep it there, and let it rotate 180 degrees as I straighten my arm out. I'm still looking at the kettlebell. My hip goes high in the air. I bring my leg through the gap, and I put it down on the floor. At this point, I can look and make sure everything's in line. My ankle, my knee, and my hand, all on this side are in line. Perfect. I can correct this leg if needs be. I hinge my butt back so the weight goes over my waist as opposed to being over my shoulders and trying to step up, which is easy with a light bell, but with a heavy bell, it'll be a lot harder. I hinge back. I kneel tall. I step this leg back around. My toes are live on the back foot here, so they're not like this. They're up on the toes. Drive forward into position, and from there, I can snatch, I can change hands, and I can go back in the next movement. So that's just a simple way of bringing the Turkish Get Up, one of the most fundamental moves of kettlebells, into a more flow-like movement that allows you to integrate it with all the other training so you don't have to stop